Ulonga tabati yada to ye kuma daifa. Ino to ye ko je love bipa. Oba tala, oba takutakun. Songo eshu, ogun oya osun. Kini sheshe, tan she nile yo. Ojelo jara.
Lafayette, peace and power family. Welcome to another episode of the African Spirituality Experience. I'm your host, Arisha Bami, and we are back for another blacktastic, phenomenal show with the mother of the Ase Cashapp, Wunam, Nicky Love, back in the building. Peace and blessings. What's good with you, Wunam?
Peace and blessings, my brother. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Just here doing the work, you know, and ready to give a 21-gun salute to the warriors who paved the way for independence on this day, 1804, back in, so I want to say 1791, and Haiti, the islands of Haiti, so we want to, we spoke earlier offline. I had already planned to do a show tonight about this particular topic, but then work got in the, I ain't gonna say got in the way, but work kind of slowed me down from preparing properly how I wanted to. But then when you spoke to me about what you had on your mind, what you wanted to let off of your chest, I said, you know what, I think we need to make this thing happen, so we'll do an impromptu quick live stream to chop it up with the tribe, man, and shake up some things in these Ase streets.
That's right. We got to shake up some things because it's warrior time.
Yeah,
it's warrior time.
Yeah, yeah, that's real, and that's exactly why I wanted to jump on today because of the date, the symbolism in regards to the revolution, 1804. So, before we get into that, I know we have a ritual that we must follow, in regards to honoring those who come before, especially these warriors and the warrior, priests and priestesses and healers and generals and all the different commanders that commanded the action to take place for this monumental revolution. So you want to get the ancestors invoked and get them going before we get this party started?
Yep, of course. We definitely have to get the ancestors involved, including the one that we're going to talk about tonight, Toussaint Overture. One of our warrior ancestors from
Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
So we're going to call him. We're going to call Marcus Garvey. We're going to call Malcolm X. We're going to call all of them tonight. We're asking all the ancestors to rise up, north, east, west, and south. Come walk with us, come protect us, come guide us, and come give us your wisdom. Ancestors, be with us. Be with this show. Bless this show. Bless all of our shows. Guide us to be able to give the truth, to share the truth, to continue being warriors, because we need it nowadays, ancestors, a lot going on. So we're saying that we want to say thank you, ancestors, for continuing to guide all of us. And we ask that you protect all of us that are listening in chat and all of us that are doing these shows and continuing to give wisdom and guidance to the people. Asheo.
Asheo. Yes, sir. No, I appreciate it, man. So, yeah, we're ready to dive right in, man.
Where you at?
You can't hear me? Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. You don't hear me? Family, can y'all hear me, tribe? And,
I can't hear you.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay, can you hear me now? Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Oh.
You hear me now?
Okay. I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Technology, man. Okay, so yeah,
I can hear you now.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, yeah, so I want to definitely, before we get into it, man, I want to give a shout out to, like I said, the warriors of the. Oh, I hear some feedback. Let's see. I don't know where I hear that feedback. You hear feedback on your end?
That's the feedback.
Let me see. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2. Yeah.
You got it now?
I still hear the feedback. I'm not sure what's going on.
You hear feedback?
Yeah. But they said they could hear us though. So they can hear us.
You hear feedback?
Let me see.
What about now?
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Nah, I don't hear it now. Mic check. Nah, I don't hear it now. Okay. Yeah, so before I to get started, man, I wanted to just chop it out about the revolution, man, because a lot of people I don't think know about the significance of what our brothers and sisters did over in the island of Haiti. But 1791, from 1791 to 1804, I believe it was the ceremony of Bokus Command that took place in the swamps of Haiti, where the warriors and the commanders and those who were leading the revolution, set up a strategic meeting, in the swamp in nature in order to plan the actual revolution. So it was a very powerful meeting, that took place. And I believe that particular meeting in the swamp was led by Cecilia Fatima and Dutty Bookman, two very powerful revolutionary warriors who led that meeting in the swamp in order to activate what then took place as, the beginning of the #1 revolt of prisoners of war. I'm not gonna call them slaves, prisoners of war in the world, to create their actual freedom, from the oppressors and the colonizers who had infringed upon their land. So very powerful day, in regards to history, in regards to our people, in this thing that we call revolution. So it's a lot more to it that I'm looking forward to creating a whole, might even make a series, but definitely going to make a whole nother episode dedicated specifically to the revolution, because there's a lot of historical figures that played a role in that. From a lot of people know about Toussaint Louverture, who are familiar with the revolution, but there was a lot of other people who played a major role in the revolution as well. Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Francois Macandile, Cecilia Fatima, Dutty Bookman, and the list goes on and on and on, with some very powerful revolutionaries who, played a major role in this war and this revolution. But there was a lot of things that led up to it, happening, from the Maroon Society. There's a lot of Maroons, a lot of different people from all different parts of Africa who were on the island of Haiti that kind of contributed to that revolution. So I say all that to say, when we talk about the ancestors and being able to invoke and channel the power, the ashe, the guidance, the communication, all these things that we have access to when we're working with the ancestors, how do you feel like we can utilize some of that ashe or some of that, energy to help us with where we're at right now in the globe? Can you hear me? Oh no. What the hell's going on? Can you hear me, Wunam? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, it was muted.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yeah, I think it was muted.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
Some feedback. Yeah, I hear feedback though. I don't know what the hell that's about. Okay. Did you hear my question that I asked you? Shit. Yeah, we got some technical difficulties, family. I'm gonna see how we can figure out how to work through those technical difficulties. There's something going on. Yeah, the feedback. Damn. Okay. Let me try to figure this out, family. We're gonna work it out one way or another. Y'all give me a minute to try to do some troubleshooting real quick to figure out what the hell is going on with the sound.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's got feedback though. I'm not sure. Like when we speak, there's like a feedback on both ends. So yeah, it's got I'm not sure. Though. I'm not sure. Like
all right.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
All right. What about now?
I hear you now. And then okay, I think the feedback might be gone. Y'all still hear the feedback, family? In the audience, in the tribe? Yeah, I don't hear it. I do. Yeah, I think we're good now. I don't hear the feedback now, so I think we're good.
Let me see.
All right, y'all. We're gonna keep on pushing through. Y'all already know what it is, what it be sometimes when we be having these shows. So I'm just gonna keep right on going and pushing along through the program, because we know what be going on with the past interference on the play. So let me see. We'll get her back in. See if we can get this thing cracking.
Be able to do it.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
I did. Make sure it's off.
All right. I hear you now. You hear me?
Probably gonna have to.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now, and it's clear now.
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? Tribe, y'all hear me in the audience? If you can, please throw yes in the comments if you can hear. Yeah. And you can't hear me, Wunam? Wow, this is the same thing happened when we had Baba Patan. Can you hear me now, Wunam? Okay. Let's see what's going on here. So I think what we might do, family, I think I might have to like pull both of us out real quick and then bring us both back in. See, can we get rid of this technical difficulty? Because it's crazy if y'all can hear me, but she can't hear me. And then
I disconnected it. Make sure it's disconnected.
Can you hear me now?
Because I can't hear him on this end.
You can't hear me? Okay.
took it off. It's not connected no more.
All right, I'm gonna pull us off. I'm gonna pull us off and come right back, family. See if we can get this thing right.
You gotta take it off.
I just
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me, family? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Boy, I tell you. Okay, can you hear me now, Wunam? And we lost that. Ah, boy. All right, family. We're gonna continue to work through pushing this thing back. There's a lot of stuff going on too. It's like I might have to reboot my whole computer because my show notes ain't working right now. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, that's because you were streaming on ours, and that's why.
Oh, but it shouldn't do that
cut it
though.
off. Huh?
It shouldn't do that. It shouldn't be doing that. Like the platform is set up to stream. Yeah, that's what I said. It's not. I don't feel like that. That's not supposed to happen because the platform is set up for us to stream on multiple platforms.
On multiple screens,
you know what I mean?
right?
Yes. So, so for example, if you want to stream on all of your socials, all 4 or 5 socials you have, and me streaming on 4 or 5 of my socials, it's supposed to still work. You know. So, but we know what it is. It's all good.
It's okay, but
yeah, we're gonna keep it popping. But yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, so my question was before we were so rudely interrupted by the technical difficulties and interference. I was saying, like, in regards, first of all, I was shouting out and giving homage to the warriors of the revolution. Shout out to Jean-Jacques Dessalines and Toussaint Louverture, the generals of the revolution. I was repping Ça passe with all our Zoes in Haiti, but I wanted to and I shout out to Zimmy too. I don't know if she's on here, but she's a tribe member. She's of Haiti, of Haitian descent too. But I was saying, like, with you and the power in regards to the ancestors, like, what are some of the ways we can channel some of this warrior spirit, some of this warrior energy, some of this warrior ashe from some of the warrior ancestors that came before us, especially those who fought in the Haitian Revolution of 1804.
It's true. Well, honestly speaking, we need to be channeling that energy right now because there's a lot going on in this place called America, but definitely using spirituality. See, a lot of times people want to talk about marching. Somebody put it in the chat the other day, and I, told them in the chat, we've been marching for 100 years. Ain't no more marching. It's time for us to start sending goddamn whirlwinds to them, right? And start shutting their cities down. Now, that's one of the things Toussaint Louverture did. He used spirituality to conquer his enemies. And a lot of people have a hard time fathoming that, but it's real, okay? It's real. You can use spirituality to conquer your enemies. Now, what we got to understand, all we got to do is start chatting them down. Start calling on these ancient, not ancient ones, ain't that ancient, but start calling on these warriors, ancestors. Toussaint, like I said, Marcus Garvey, Yeah.
Listen, can you hear me? Yo, this is crazy. Man, this shit crazy. Yeah, it's wilding out here tonight, family. Definitely wilding. Yeah. Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. It ain't, look, man, this is probably one of the worst. So we're gonna have to keep on pushing. So I heard you say it's good to channel the ancestors, especially the warriors, and then you mentioned
That's right.
Marcus Garvey, and look, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep it above me. I want to go with
Malcolm
the
X.
most. There you go, and I want to go with some of the raws of the raw. Nat Turner, Jean Jacques Dessalines. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to call in the big guns because that's what's needed. You know, so yeah,
Well, we
it's
got
a
to
lot.
call in the big guns. But see, the thing about it, Marcus Garvey said a long time ago, you will see me in the whirlwind. But he ain't tell y'all he was bringing 1,000,000 goddamn soldiers and ancestors with him, right? So
Yeah.
it's time to start rising up the energy of these
Mm-hmm.
warrior ancestors because it's needed. You got a lot of
Mm-hmm.
hangings that's going on right now. We just had
Mm-hmm.
another young lady that was hung in Kennesaw, Georgia, and they ruled it
Mm,
as a suicide, which is some bullshit. Okay?
mm,
So
mm.
my suggestion, marching ain't working no more.
No,
Marching is not working no more.
it never did. It never
Right,
did.
right.
Mm-mm.
And see,
Nah.
that's the problem. See, you want to march, march, march. It ain't never helped nothing. It helped a
Mm-mm.
goddamn thing. What we need to
No.
do, my thing is like this. First of all, we had a couple of lynchings. I don't like to say lynchings. I like to say hanging because this ain't slavery goddamn days. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As much as they want to say, well, we're still enslaved, and then no. It's not slavery days. You ain't lynching no goddamn body. We got too many young boys out here that are not afraid right now to be throwing down and fighting with whoever they gotta fight with. They ain't having it, right? If you notice when they do the lynchings, they take one here or somebody here or one here. You understand? They ain't coming into no hood and no, gang member city and coming to snatch nobody up. So nowadays, it's not time to march.
Mm-mm.
They don't give a goddamn if you march. They don't care. Don't care.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, let them Negroes march. Let them. Okay. Right now, my thing is like this. To get at their attention, I'm gonna be like Queen and Zinga. Off with your goddamn head.
Mm-hmm.
Off with your head. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth.
That part.
You want to continue to keep taking our youth. You want to continue to take ours and hang up. What kind of message do you think you're sending?
Mm.
What kind of message do you think you're saying? Now we need to start rising up the energy of these warriors because guess what? As much as they talk shit and don't believe, they better believe. Because we have
Mm.
actually sent some energy to some towns and some tornadoes come through that bitch. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right
Yeah.
now, ain't no more marching. We got to start rising up the energy of these forces. I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
goddamn. Mainly because you got a lot of Europe, IFA clients.
Mm-hmm.
Sango or ya.
Yes. Yeah.
Stop calling up all y'all. Start sending
Yeah.
tornadoes through their towns.
Yeah.
Stop calling up Sango. Start striking them down with thunder and letting thunder burn up their goddamn towns.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
time. It's
Mm-hmm.
time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because, people act like, oh, well, it's okay. It's not okay to keep hanging out goddamn children.
Mm-mm.
It's
Nope.
not okay. You can't keep hanging out babies.
Nope.
Right?
No
So,
way.
see? Get out. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. See, they're knocking down stuff. See, that's the black
Mm-mm.
cat knocking down the Look, he knocks down the EME. But
Listen.
think what?
Listen. Whose day is it today? Hmm. Play with it if you want to. Today is the day of the mothers, right?
Yeah, he's in
Mm.
there knocking the black cat, which is the one I
Mm.
called it EME. But anyway,
Mm.
so that was just confirmation. He knocked something down in the closet. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it is, but he ran. But anyway, so it's time for us to start saying, no more. And one of the things we do is we keep giving them power, right? They
Mm-hmm.
really don't get no power. What they really want a race war. Think about it. All the little stuff that they're doing, they're really trying to cause a race war. Now,
Mm-hmm.
we did a little show on TikTok the other night talking about it, and somebody mentioned the fact that, oh, well, they want to start a race war and start putting black people on martial law. I don't know about all that, y'all. I don't know about that at all. I don't think, and I'm going to say I don't see spiritually that that's happening. If y'all see otherwise, let me know. But I will say this. They keep trying and trying and trying. And what they're not realizing is that there's a generation called Generation Z. And that's these young boys out here. And now you got every other a generation of racial from other generations, like Koreans, even our fellow Africans that are into rap music. Want to do rap music, want to do hip hop, R&B, and was saying that. Excuse me, y'all, my sinuses. Was saying that we got to understand that they're not into the race stuff. They're not. They ain't trying to hear it. That Generation Z, all kind of friends. TikTok, Black Panther has bridges gap. So they're not going to start a race war that way.
Yeah. Nah.
But they're trying real hard.
Yeah, they're trying. But the funny part about it is their stronghold on their own culture, the ones who are trying to do that, is a rap. Like these young European and white kids, these white girls, they ready to crash out against their own family, against their own parents, grandparents, all that. Like it's a lot of the youth from the white community that I'm seeing that literally is ready to crash the fuck out against their own people behind the racism and all the bullshit. So it's like we just got to be tapped into like what's really going on. We only seeing what they trying to put out there to create it, but at the end of the day, that's going to mess around and fly back like a boomerang, you know what I'm saying, return to sender, because their own youth and children are not on board with what they're trying to do. Like I'm seeing it every day, all day. Like I don't even be on social media that often, but the few times I do drive-bys, I'm seeing them crashing out and ready to crash out. So it's like, and then they following the leader when it comes to you talking about hip-hop. For those who have any sense, they found the people who actually speak about something, which ain't a lot of that going on from new hip-hop artists, because a lot of them are bought and paid for as pawns as well. However, but the ones who are speaking any knowledge, kicking any truth, they definitely they're not listening to that foolishness. But yeah, it's definitely a lot going on, family. As you can see, the interference with the feed with Wunam is continuously going in and out, but we're gonna keep pushing through and see if we can get her back in to make it do what it do. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into this the Haitian Revolution, man, because like I said, it started in 1791 when they started the planning of it, but then it carried all the way over, up until 1804, and that's when the Declaration was cleared or made and created by Toussaint and upheld, and it was pretty much it was enacted by Jean-Jacques Dessalines, which actually created and made Haiti be the first free African nation upon the Americas once they was able to be successful and victorious in that war. And man, what in the world? Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on because I can't even get my screen ad right. What the fuck? Hold on one second, y'all. This is crazy. And then they kick Wunam out. Let me see. Hold on one second, family. This is crazy. It's kind of funny to me too. I think because of the significance of the dates and the times. We got to realize when it comes to that, there's a lot of different things going on with timelines, where it's cross dimensions. A lot of different timelines are crossing, and so therefore, they put ankle bracelets on all the people. Yeah, that's real, Chloe. At least they try anyway. But yeah, it's definitely a lot going on in regards to, like I said, the time and the timeline. So the fact that today's date has a very powerful significance, I feel like there's a lot of interference that's going on with us getting through this stream, and that's not intentional by any stretch. I feel like that's literally what's taking place right now, and it's a lot of that going on too, Tribe, a whole lot. Let me see. Nicky said, we are powerful collectively, so the race wars are needed to keep us low vibrational. Yeah, it is. I definitely agree. It's all a part of the agenda. Because to be real with you, family, like, and this is a whole nother conversation and deep dive within itself, the people behind that's running all that bullshit, they look like us. They're not like us, but they do look like us. And that's where a lot of this really gets deep. Because the people who you thinking that are behind all this, the people that are of European descent, or have Caucasian or white skin, they really ain't running nothing like people think, at least, or those who really are running it would have you to think. They're not running a damn thing. It's people that look like us who are of a whole nother creation that are behind all that. And so that's when you gotta start talking about the reptilian race, the draconian race. You gotta start talking about the those over there in Switzerland. You know what I mean? The black nobility. So it gets real deep. It gets real murky. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you operate off frequency, that's what we gotta look at right now, is the frequency in which people moving in. Wunam, can you hear me now?
I can't hear a lot of static, but I can hear you.
I don't know what's up with this. I think what we might need to do is like go out and then come back in and see if we can get a better, cleaner feed, because this is crazy. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep.
I can hear you, but it's real staticky. Is it your earphones?
Nope, nah. I mean, but when you speak, it gets staticky, and then I'm thinking on your end when I speak, it's getting staticky. So I guess let's go out and come back in and see if we can get a clean feed and see what happens. Okay. And worst case scenario, if that don't happen, I might have to just jump off Tribe and create a new link to try it again. I think we had to do that one time. We was having all these issues too. Okay, so okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me, family? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. If y'all can hear me, try. Let me know in the chat, please. I appreciate you, because yeah, this is crazy, man. Okay, appreciate you. So yeah, but yeah, it's a deep scenario, man. It's a deep situation, because like I said, a lot of people who are running what's going on, they're not even humans. They're not of human descent. Like I mean, I don't know how many people are familiar with like extraterrestrials and like the different types of extraterrestrials that are out there. But trust and believe, when it's all said and done, a lot of these devils and demons and draconian reptilian beings, they're not even humanoid. They're not. And Deros, yeah, it's a bunch of different ones. But yeah, the Deros and the reptilians are two of the main ones that are behind a lot of this stuff. And those people who they start with a J, and you know, if you say anything about these raggedy rat maggot bastard motherfuckers, they want to try to ban you and all that, you know, for whatever online, like they some sort of goddamn angelic beings. These fucking devils, they got big ass noses and they got big nasty elf looking ears, and they get plastic surgery in order to make themselves look normal. But yeah, they behind a lot of it. They're part of that Darrow or that Canaanite, you know, that Neanderthal, you know what I'm saying, DNA. So, you know, those types of beings, they're the ones who are running, you know, all the foolishness that we see going on. So it's like we're really not even dealing with humans, you know what I mean? Like for real. So that's where it really gets deep. And I'm gonna tell you, like, that's where, you know, I feel like that's where we're gonna see a lot of things like come to a screeching halt, and a lot of things are activating right now in regards to like extraterrestrial forces and beings. And it's on both sides. You know, you don't hear a lot about the melanated extraterrestrials, and that's on purpose. They're not gonna tell you a lot about the melanated extraterrestrials because they don't want us to know about the extraterrestrial, you know what I'm saying, support and extraterrestrial beings that are there of melanated descent, or that are here and that been here, you know what I'm saying, that's been watching over not only the planet but the universe. But at the end of the day, that's what it's boiled down to. We're talking about a cosmic war that's happening on multiple planes. It's happening in the cosmos. It's happening on the planet. It's happening within us. It's happening within our atmosphere. It's happening on every single layer of existence right now as we speak. It's happening on the planet, in the planet, around the planet, underneath the oceans of the planet, and above in the sky on the planet. Whether you're a flat earther or you're a round earther, it doesn't matter. It's happening across all levels of existence on this planet right now. And we have the most powerful beings, most powerful forces, the most powerful deities are here right now, ready to get this shit popping. And that's exactly what's happening. So in real time, we're seeing the real divine, and we're seeing the real dark, you know what I'm saying, enemies across an enemy line. So it's like it's really going down on all levels, family. Can you hear me now, Wunam?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Now you sound clean and clear. So I think we should be able to go through. And Linda Nayar, yes, lots of lightning. And I got a lot of footage. I can't wait to share some of this stuff I got with y'all, you know, showing exactly what's happening, because we're not going to talk about. And then let's not forget about that Miami Mall incident, because that's another incident while you ain't hearing nothing about it, because those were also melanated extraterrestrials that was in the Miami Mall incident. So that's why you're not going to hear what's happening, but I'm gonna let you know what's happening because I know, you know what I'm saying, what's really going down. So you're not gonna see that in mainstream media. You ain't gonna hear it, see it, none of that. But you know, that's what it is. But yeah, I don't remember where we was at because of all that foolishness.
We were talking about the Gen X was not afraid.
Yeah.
They're not afraid, and the Gen X is not having it. But what I was saying is that there's so many other races that are wanting to be like a lot of these hip hop stars, which are black. Okay, so you got all these races all over the world that want to. They rapping, whether they're from Russia, they're rapping in Russia, Russia, they're rapping in Europe. So they can't cause that generation to get into a race war because it ain't happening. All of them are friends. My grandson's on TikTok with all different races. All different races. They're all friends.
Yeah.
You know? But if y'all notice, they're trying to cause a race war. Look what happened with the Chinese man. He shot the young man in the back. Now, let me just tell y'all something. Some of this stuff is not real. It's fake.
Yeah, it's psyops. Yeah. A lot of it's psyops.
It's fake. I can't hear you. Psyops.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Because they hear me. But
I see your mouth moving, but I don't hear you.
Can you? I tell you what. I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
I'm gonna call you. Hold on 1 second, family. I'm gonna call her because I think I know what's going on. 1 second.
Why they keep trying to intervene? They need to get out of here.
1 second, family. Y'all hold on 1 second. I'm gonna call.
It's ridiculous. Tell them to get the hell out of here. Ogun. Rise up, Ogun. They keep messing with the live. So, if y'all can hear me, that generation is not getting in no race war, but they're trying every way possible to cause a race war. They want to cause a race war between blacks and the Chinese. They want to cause a race war between blacks and whites. You see them making dolls. You see, let me see if anybody's in here commenting.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Wunam?
Now I can hear you.
That's crazy. I was just trying to call. I was trying to call Bobby to let him know, just to see what. Because I think about it. I thought it was a setting, but that's definitely not a setting. That means we already know what it is. So it ain't the platform at this point. It's not. It's not the studio. It's something else going on. But I heard everything you were saying. I was trying to see if you could hear me, but I was agreeing with you. I was saying like even back in my generation, from the '80s babies, like I got friends. You know what I'm saying? Of all colors, you know what I'm saying? And there was even a few from other races that got passes back in, you know, where I'm from in certain parts of town during certain aspects or areas of my life, you know, that, you know, they got passes because they showed that they was real ones, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, real recognize real. And I say all that to say in agreement with you, the younger generation, they're not buying into that. And even those who are so-called perpetrating the perps that are trying to get it going on of European descent, they children and grandchildren ain't rocking with it either. Think about it. How many damn mixed couples do you see when you walk through the mall or the grocery store or wherever else? How many?
A whole bunch, especially down here in the South.
Everywhere. It's everywhere. I'm telling you. So it's like that's not working with anybody that's probably under the age of, for the most part, 40, 45. 50 definitely ain't working with nobody in their 30s. No, it's because they're not tapped into that, and they like I said, some of the things that they're doing is backfiring, like a return and center, like AI and the technology and all that, social media, all that. You're giving access to people to see what's going on in the world, so people ain't stupid. Like they're able to do research, they're able to see what's really happening in real time, and they're able to judge and make their own decisions based upon what they rock with, what they vibrate with, what frequency they on. And these younger people, they're not with that. So it's like they really outnumbered by their own race on top of everybody else, because those numbers are dwindling within that race of people who are, you know, saying, trying to do that. So, yeah.
Exactly. But, you know, in their minds, they think they're doing something and they're doing nothing at all. Yeah. But I will say this, some of these hangings are real.
Yeah.
Now that I got a problem with. And let me tell y'all something, whatever town that is in, start sending whirlwinds to them. Start sending whirlwinds to shut them down, flood the town out, do what you got to do. Because if they want to continue with that type of energy in this time called 2026, where every race is coming together, that's not good. They can't do that no more. No more. You understand? it's not acceptable no more. You can't keep hanging out babies. It just is what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Start now. We're gonna rise up like Tucson Overshow. Use the energy of the ancestors. Use whatever forces we need from nature, and
Yes, sir.
understand from the earth, wind, fire, everything, and start sending it to them. But I will tell you this: Ra has risen up, and Ra is burning up some people too. Okay. It was 108 degrees, and I think Kansas or one of them cities not too long ago. Right? Ra's not playing with them either. So you know what? Their time is up. If they don't stop with this racist bullshit, and if they don't stop, we're continuing to doing, little stuff hanging and doing this. What are you doing? I don't think it's a ritual. Some people say it's a ritual. I don't think so. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. People have their opinions about it. I don't know if it's a ritual. I don't think it's a ritual.
I think it's
I think
hate.
they're trying to cause
Inside
a
a
race
race
war.
Yeah, and it's hate.
So I
But see,
can't
this
hear
is,
you again.
oh my God, this shit. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Wow. Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I can see your lips move, but I can't hear nothing.
Wow. This is crazy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
But I can't hear you.
Boy,
oh boy, but somebody don't want to hear this.
Yeah.
You know what? And we're gonna ask Ogun to rise up, Ogun to open up these lines. Do not let them hear it, because it's time that they hear it. They need to hear it.
Yeah.
They need to hear it because it needs to stop. It needs to stop. As a matter of fact, y'all better pay attention to what's going on, because we are in war right now. We're still in war. And wait till them other foreign countries come over here trying to bomb America. We're going to see how goddamn racist y'all are then. We're going to see how y'all going to come together, like what my brother Eddie Griffin used to say, but like buck cheeks, black and white, together to say, oh, we're all American and we must fight together. Just wait, y'all. Wait. Y'all want to act your asses up. Y'all want to act your asses up, trying to be racist, doing dumb shit. Y'all going to see.
Yeah.
Because as soon as any type of bomb or anything comes to this place to call America, y'all going to be running to black folks.
Yeah.
And don't say you're not, because I see it clearly.
Yeah.
Coming together as Americans. But
can you hear me now?
The worst thing y'all could have done was giving us the World Wide Web. And that's why some of this is backfiring on your asses, because you gave us the World Wide Web, which bridges the gap between all races. All races. Even in other countries where we know that these people are very racist, okay? We have a lot of racist people. All these other countries that used to do the same thing, now they're chilling out with that, okay? Because you know what? Their children have decided to embark in hip hop. Where did hip hop come from? America, right? So now you got your kids in Russia rapping, like I said earlier. You got your kids in Korea rapping. You got your kids in Japan rapping. So what does that say about black people? I will tell y'all this: black people, pat yourselves on the back.
Mic check 1
The
2.
ones who are good.
Can you hear me?
I still can't hear you.
Oh my God, yo. Okay.
So pat yourselves on the back, because it is every race that wants to be like you. Y'all see, Michael Jackson has 7 million people on this planet that loved his black behind, right? Well, guess what? You got all these people that really look up to you. So what do people do? What do people do when they want to be like somebody or want to be melanated beings? What do? They want the power. They want your power. That's what it is. They want your power. And y'all know they say we got superpowers, right? So they want your power. So they want to tap into that melanated energy, and they want to take your power, try to take your power, which they can't. Not at all. I wonder why the sound is messing up for you.
Well, it's the audience hears it, but you can't
I see
hear
you
it.
moving, I see everything, but I just don't hear you talking.
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna Tribe. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live real quick,
That's
and then
weird.
I'm gonna come back and see can we get a clean feed. Because
Can everybody in here hear me talking?
They hear you. They hear me. It's the same thing that happened with Baba Patah.
Yeah, because I see the comments. Judgment Day is now. We hear you both. I don't hear him though. I'm not hearing you in the studio.
But they do that on purpose. Hold on.
We cut off the other stream. All right, you're gonna end this one and come back again?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
go out
let's
and
do
come
it
back in.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. All right, family. We'll be right back because we're not gonna stop this show tonight. I ain't got time for that bullshit tonight. We're gonna keep it popping.
I'm about to get out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, family. Can y'all hear me? And look, if this one don't work, then I'm gonna create a whole new link, a whole new stream, and we're gonna do it again because yeah, we're not gonna have that. All right, how you living now? You hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, and I just told them like, yo, if this one ain't clear, then we're gonna create a whole new stream, and because you ain't gonna stop this tonight, boy. Now I done got that energy, that other
Trying
energy
to
done
stop
kicked in
soon.
now. Yeah, that other energy done kicked in, so we ain't having that tonight. But yeah, okay. So now, I was trying to like chime in and follow up with you to what you were saying, in regards to like all the hangings and all that stuff. Family, I don't care where you at. Stay strapped spiritually, stay strapped mentally, stay strapped physically, and stay strapped with your arms, like straight up. Period. Like that, you have the right to bear arms. So therefore, bear them arms. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, you got to do what you got to do to make sure you protect you and yours. So no matter where you go, you make sure you bear arms. And I'm telling you, you got to do what you got to do. A mother love a run up, a mother love a done up. Period. That's just how we roll. Period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you could, because I've never been from the school of thought. They slap you in the mouth, they punch you in the mouth, they kick you down, they drown you, you pray for them. Fuck them prayers. Not them prayers. I pray real hard, but not them prayers. You fuck around and find out if you want to. You're going to get some hot stuff sitting right back to you. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's where we are. Period. And so, and at two, we have to realize who and what we are when it comes to connecting to nature. When it comes to that, even if you don't have no weapons, call on Shango, call on Ogun, call on your ancestors, call on Nat Turner, call on Jean-Jacques Dessalines, call on the warrior spirits that you know of, call them and see what happens. Like for real, because we got to realize the power that we hold. We got a lot more power than we think we do, but a lot of people don't really know how to tap into it. But once you get to that point where you get tired of getting smacked around and pushed around, letting the bully take your lunch money and bust you upside the head, and you start busting back, I guarantee you they won't run up on you like that. I promise you that. And that's
eye
real.
for eye, tooth for a goddamn tooth.
Yeah.
We can't keep killing our babies and thinking it's okay. You understand? And the thing about it, we need it all. That's right. You need it spiritually, physically, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right? And keep your stuff, because they keep their stuff on. But see, the difference is, again, we do have, now let me tell y'all something. Well, you know, in tradition, we don't pray. You know, we pay homage to, we call upon, we chant, right? So it's a little different than Christianity. But let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to share this story with the people. It was years ago. And the town is called Noonan. And what's crazy is they was messing with, you know, black people in Noonan. It's supposed to be the headquarters of the KKK. Now, you know, I'm coming from up there. I ain't used to all this shit, right? I'm not used to all this. So they was messing with one man. He was kind of disabled. He didn't have an arm. And they kept messing with him. So he came to us to get spiritual work done. And we did. And then after then, everything was okay. Then they messed with him again. Just targeted him. That's what they do. So what we did is we called upon Oya. And we asked Oya to send a tornado through that town. Let me tell y'all something. This also depends on your power and how deep you are into your spirituality. Okay? So when we call Oya, go tear up the town. They want to goddamn be racist. They want to keep racism alive in 2025. No, actually, this is in 2024. Listen, a whirlwind to their goddamn city. Sure enough, a tornado came to that bitch and tore it down within a month. And I'm not exaggerating. So y'all play if y'all want to. I'm gonna tell y'all another story. I was in Louisiana and I was filming a show called Married to Doctors. And I went down there for the weekend and, you know, hanging out, walked around the town. And because I'm so spiritual, I kept hearing the voices of the people that went through the situation in Katrina. And I'm going to tell y'all like this bothered me. You know, when you're spiritual, when you could read like I do, and when you can pick up energy like I do, I'm hearing screaming and I'm hearing babies crying. And while I'm walking through the French quarters in Louisiana, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. And you know what? And I told my husband, I said, let me tell y'all something. I said, let me tell you something. I said, a tornado needs to come through this bitch and tear the damn French quarters down. Not only that, when we got down there in the French quarters, they had all these stores that were owned by Caucasians that were saying they know about voodoo and all this. Get out of here with that. You don't know nothing, right? So anyway, I was mad. And while I'm walking, I was getting so angry because I kept hearing stuff because that's me. That's what I do. I'm spiritual. So we get back to the hotel that night. And after I said, when we were walking down the street, I said, I hope they have a tornado come through this bitch and tear it down. That night, on TV in that hotel, they had tornado warnings that night. That night. Now, I was still in the French quarters that we didn't leave yet because we was filming, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let the bitch hit when I leave. Don't hit while I'm here, goddamn, because he was still there. But the whole truth of the matter is you can call and you can use the power of nature to fight back. But that don't mean don't have your weapon, because I got guns too. I got all kind of weapons too. You need it all. But because we are who we are, we're the caretakers of this earth. We are the caretakers of this earth. That's why nature gets so mad when we don't do what we got to do. When you're not out there calling on the sun. When you're not out there calling on the wind. When you're out there paying homage to the water or to the dirt. Nature is here for us to manipulate and use. So you can use the forces to shut some stuff down. But because some of us don't believe, right, and don't know the power within, we don't think it happens, and it does.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I was so mad. I'm walking through that French Quarter. I said, I hope a tornado come through this bitch tonight. Yeah. And sure enough, they had tornado warnings that night.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Just my inyama, my words, my ashe, just putting it out there.
Yes.
You understand? Especially women. Yeah. Women, I told y'all before, get your behinds out there and start chanting down, because the women got the power.
Yeah.
The women got the power. Yeah. My brothers got power too, but the women that's interconnected with earth, where the moon comes when your period is due. You are connected. You have the power to use the forces of nature to shut something down.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I wasn't going to take it there.
I don't hear you again. What happened?
Oh my God. Mic check. Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wow.
Wow. Keeps messing up. What?
Mic check.
What?
Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Wunam?
Come on.
Wunam, can you hear me now?
Come on.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you. Oh, that's weird. Why does it keep happening? Like they don't want you to talk or something?
Yeah.
They don't want to hear your voice?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, Ogun. Come on, Ogun. You got to work for my brother. Come on now. Ogun, where you at?
Let's go out.
Where you at, Ogun? Come on.
Let's go out.
All right, you want to do it again?
Okay. Yeah. Because we ain't stopping this, y'all. We'll be right back, family. We're going to get this party going.
Stop scratching.
Okay, can you hear me now? Let me see. I'm gonna have to see, can I get her to go out and come back in, family? I know y'all can hear us, but it's for some reason they're doing like this. They're doing this for me and the guests not to be able to hear each other, or for the guests not to be able to hear me. And it's not the first time it's happened. So let me see if I can get one on and come back in. But yeah, I can't wait till she come back in, because I got a few things that I want to share with you. And Nikivia, I hope I'm saying that right. Nikivia Dunn. You got to check out the Patreon. I don't know if you be coming in the Patreon or not, but everybody, Prophet 4323, everybody who's in the, can you hear me now, Wunam?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. But this is the same thing that, remember I told you when I last time Baba Patai was on, we dealt with this foolishness. This is the exact same thing that we dealt with. So I got a solution to that. I'll share with you off here because I know the games, like some of these demons and devils be playing. But what I was gonna say when you was talking about the power of nature, that's a real thing, you know, and I'm just going because we at the time, we at the end times, this is it right here. So it ain't no secrets, it ain't really too much that, you know what I'm saying, that's covered up. Everything's uncovered. We're going from Piscean to Aquarian. And yes, y'all family tribe, we do have power, we do have Ashe, we do have superpowers, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, and I got witnesses to this. Like, yes, we have the ability to manipulate and the ability to tap into or become nature. And I'm telling you now, like you said with them tornadoes, I had some people that kind of pissed me off and rubbed me the wrong way about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And I was talking to somebody, I'm talking about this happened in person. And boy, when I tell you, I was explaining the story, I'm like, man, they keep fucking with me. I'm telling you, yeah, I swear to God, lightning struck as I did my fingers exactly like that. I'm talking about like you. They're like, oh, you better stop playing. Why you playing like that? I started laughing. But on everything I love. And I got text receipts. Hey, can you explain what happened yesterday when we were talking about that? Just because I know that's not the first time that's happened. You know, and then I look at how, you know, evolution of life. Where I live is the lightning capital, if not America, the world. And it's not a coincidence the team is called, the ice hockey team is called the Tampa Bay Lightning, right? Shango is the deity compared, you know, to thunder and lightning, right?
Right.
Jagun is a warrior, a general, a commander in war times. Jagun is Jagun Shango, who is under the Balogun Shango, which is the force of Shango, all the way from the town of Oyo. So we're not playing like this is real. This is a real thing, like happening in real time, right? So it's like, family, we all have these abilities. We all have the Ashe. We all have the power. You got to believe in it. You got to command it. And you have to draw it in and manifest it out at your will. And once you do that, trust me when I tell you, you don't have to worry about any of these peons, parasites, and any of these so-called draconians, whatever, because they are not people of the sun. We come from the universal prime creator of all. Like, we are the products, the children of the universal prime creator. Once we believe in that and we know that, and you move that way, trust me, everything opposed to you will get out of your way expeditiously. I promise you. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, for real, for real. We just got to stop moving like we shook. Ain't nothing to be shook about. We shake it. We don't get worried about being shook. Oh, my bad. I got kind of riled up a little bit with that. But
no, that's fine. That's fine. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. That's my warrior cat. She's a different breed of cat we never seen before. And I really think, excuse me, y'all, the aliens sent her down.
Listen,
so
we got a lot of that going on too.
You see that? You see her face?
I did. I was in the middle of my rant, so I look at you.
Yeah.
I get a good look because the energy took over, man.
But they got to know. But it's funny you say that because every time I offer Sango, it thunders.
Listen, it's a real thing. Like, I've been doing work, you know, literally, and it happened in the middle. It's happened in the middle of prayers, like doing spiritual work. Like, I'm talking about not even on no, you know, ritual, like just like healing work, and you know what I'm saying, and thunder and lightning would take place during the ceremony. So it's real, man. Like, for real, for real. And I'm just trying to let people, all our tribe, know, like, everybody has this Ofo Ashe. Everybody has this power. Everybody has the ability to tap into the next level of frequency. And once you do so, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's the game changer. If you ever seen the movie Lucy, at the very end, when she went to total blackness, she tapped into the highest levels of frequency that there is. And I'm telling you, she went to total black. The neutrons, protons, electrons. Yeah, and like, we can all do that. It's a matter, like I said, of you believing, you know, like, what's that saying? If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right either way. So, you know, once you put that power in motion, trust and believe it manifests. It's like a magic potion.
You know what y'all got to do? The other day I went out and I laid in the sun for an hour.
Mm.
And I asked the sun to give me my codes. Give me my sun codes. Okay? And it was crazy because we was at the pool. There was a Caucasian man to the right. And I know he thought I was crazy because I was saying, I'm looking at the sun, I'm doing my hands like this, right? And Nejarak, Amin Ra. Show your face, Amin Ra. Feed me the sun codes.
Mm.
He probably said, what the hell is this woman talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, as I'm laying there, it's getting hot. So I start calling on the spirit of the wind to rise up. Now, mind you, I'm laying under a tree. The wind starts blowing. So I know he must have thought, wait a minute, what kind of, stuff this woman working with? But when I call on the sun and say, Nejarak, it starts getting brighter.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. Anybody could do this. Anybody could do it. I ain't special. I'm a little special, but not that
I was about to
special.
say you are, but yeah, I got.
So,
But we all
call
are.
the
You just
sun.
got.
Make that sun come to you. So what's crazy is start going down because it was like about 6:30. So there's trees right there. So it's peeking through the trees. And as it's peeking through the trees, I'm still talking to it. And it's still getting brighter as I talk. So now is the time to go out and start embracing the energy. Ask the sun to give you the codes, the sun codes, okay? They will. And what this does is it strengthening your DNA. It's helping the reactivation of the DNA. And it's allowing you to enhance the energy of your power that you already have. So if you are intuitive, you will become more intuitive. If you're used to healing with your hands are going to become stronger. Okay? If you're used to speaking with your mouth, your inyama, your energy is going to become stronger. So that's what you're doing. You're asking the sun to enhance your DNA, help it to reactivate, and help enhance your powers that you already have.
Yes. Yeah. It's connecting with nature.
Oh,
You know, can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah, I
typing.
can hear. I want to make sure I can hear you.
No, yeah. Look, I'm communicating with them in the comments, but I'm listening to everything you said. I tell you what, and this how we do this. What Montel Jordan say? This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I told the tribe tonight. I think we like 12, 13 days deep on the 21-day challenge we're doing collectively as a tribe and Patreon. So I think I told them tonight that you was going to be coming in soon amongst a couple of other guests that's going to be coming in. But I tell you what, man, because one of our members who's been in there pretty much every day, he was just saying that he had a situation that he was able to, I think, either make it rain or make it stop rain. The comment got, but okay, yeah. So he said that he was sitting there thinking and wishing for the rain to come, and out of nowhere it started raining and poured down out of nowhere. So I was just saying, like, that's real. Like, we really could do that. So what I'm thinking is, and this is something that somebody we that came up in the conversation we had earlier off air told me about the experience they had when coming to one of your, I think it's one of the ancestral initiations when
One of mine?
yeah, and the rain came down and it was like storming, and it was like all of it was in divine alignment to the rituals that you were doing at the water, right? You know who I'm talking about and what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
Right. So this person told me that. Like, I don't even think I told you about it, but they told me. They're like, yo, it was powerful, bro. Like, I'm talking about like the rain, you know. So what I was just telling the tribe in the comments was like, yo, what I want to do is when we do our call, when you come in, let's go in nature. Like both of us. Like, I'll go in nature on my end, you go in nature on your end. And then, you know what I mean? Let's get together and make some things happen in nature so we can show just how real it really is, because that's where we're at now. Like, we're at the point now where we really got to know who and what we are and what we could do. I know what I could do because I done did it. And I'm not saying that in a cocky, arrogant way either. I'm saying that with the utmost humility and respect for the creator. It's the connection to the creator and the connection to nature that I hear wow. And I could hear something bubbling up as soon as I said that. But that's the power. That's the power. We just have to know the connection. You got to have the access codes, and you literally just gave them the cheat code on how to get the access code. So you gave them the sun. I'm gonna tell them go to the water. You can get a glass of water. Talk to the water. Ask the water for access codes. Better yet, run a bath water with some Epsom salt. Look in there and talk to the water till you get some access codes.
And get in the shower. Talk on the shower. Watch how the shower changes temperatures.
There you go.
Yeah. That situation, it happened because I was tired. So just so they'll understand, when we went out there, I didn't get much sleep. And I didn't feel like washing all them people at the waterfall. I would have had to walk through the water, put them in the water. So I said, you know what? We're going to just wash y'all right here. But when I called upon the ancestors, and, you know, we call it Yaliga. Yaliga is the voices of the ancestors. So I say, Yaliga. I start calling on them. They already knew. When I called on them, they came. They brought the rain. And when I tell you it started raining like crazy, it started raining like crazy. They knew that I was too tired to wash everyone. Said we washed them right on the spot. So that's how it ended up raining like that, because I called on the voices of the ancestors to come. And when they came, they washed them. When I told you we got soap, we got soap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why that happened. But I mean, the truth of the matter is everyone, and usually when I do initiations, the first thing they have to learn, well, let's put it this way. I like to see where their power's at. So the first thing I teach them is, I want you to call on the spirit of the wind. So I'll make them practice.
Ooh.
And when they call on the spirit of the wind, that's how you know their power, because it'll start going crazy. Yeah. Right? That's the first thing they got to know how to do, because I want to see how connected they are to nature. Yeah. So that's the first thing. Then they have to do the water. So we'll walk up to the waterfall. And every time I walk up to the waterfall, the water gets happy. It's like the water's clapping. It goes crazy. The water goes crazy because I'm connected to the water. With the sun gets brighter. With the earth, the trees go crazy. So that's one of the things you want to do. Test yourself out. Go out and call on the spirit of the wind. I'll go out there and say, Spirit of the wind, give me a hug. And all of a sudden, you'll feel it. Come give you a hug. All of a sudden. Okay? With the sun. Speak to the sun. How are you? You could use the sun as a pendulum, as I told y'all before. Do not try to sun gaze with your eyes open. Practice first, though.
Yeah.
I can look straight at the sun. It don't bother me.
Not me. I got more
because I've been sun gazing for years and I'm connected with the sun. But y'all can do it yourselves. Go out there and start talking to these elements and connecting with them. Yes. You can make the rain stop. Yes. I've done that too many times. You can make the trees come, like on my balcony. There's a tree. So I'll go say, give me your hand. And the tree will come to me. Right? So it's first of all, it's a beautiful thing. I love it. Yeah. I love it that I know that I can call on nature to do what I needed to do. Yes. Okay. Even when it's going to be, as a matter of fact, y'all get ready. Y'all get ready because you're going to see some storms coming down the East Coast, y'all. Yeah. We got some hurricanes. We got tornadoes within hurricanes coming down. I just said a couple of weeks ago, Chicago was going to hit with a tornado, and they sure did. After that, they got hit. We got a lot of storms coming down the East Coast. Get ready. Hurricanes are coming this year. Yeah. Okay? Y'all better prepare. Within these hurricanes, you're going to see tornadoes. Y'all better prepare. We're going to be having a lot more flooding. Texas is going to have a lot more floods. Yeah. And you know, nature is not playing with people now. Nature's not playing with nobody. Yeah. So y'all get ready for that. Okay? Yeah. Because we're going to see a lot of weather coming. You think you see sun, go now, wait. Just wait till them hurricanes come. Man, look, I'm telling you, I got a lot of stuff I'm going to be sharing. Because, you know, it's time. But another thing. See, now we can't hear you again. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You can't stay silent too long because it's gonna shut you off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can't hear you.
You hear me now? Mic check, 1 check. What's crazy is everybody else can hear me. They're doing it to the guests.
Yeah, where are you?
Okay, I just sent you a message. Family, y'all can hear me, right? Yeah, yep. So yeah, that's crazy. It's actually disgusting.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
you can, but
and
I can't hear you.
That's what it is. You see my message? You see my message?
All right, we might have to go back out and come back in again.
Yeah, let's do it again. This is crazy. All right, let's do it again. Go out and come back in. That's crazy. Unbelievable, y'all. Unbelievable. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, family. I appreciate you, Khadijah, Linda. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, and you know, this is not by it's not by accident or coincidence.
Yeah.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's not by accident or coincidence. This is literally the same thing that happened with Baba Patah. Like it's trying to disrupt the flow. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, tribe. I appreciate y'all for being patient and working through this with us, because this has to tell you that, yeah, that's what they're doing it for, Chloe. But that's exactly what they're doing it. But trust me when I tell you, clearly it's something that those whoever are doing it don't want y'all to hear. So therefore, for me personally, that's gonna make me more motivated to tap in, because I know for a fact, okay, they fighting that hard for me not to, you know what I'm saying, be able to take part in this. Let me make for damn sure I take part in this, because I know it's something to that. You know what I mean? Like when they tell you to stay away from black cats, okay, you might want to go towards black cats. If they tell you about the number 13, you might want to look into and do a deep dive on the number 13. When they tell you to stay away, or 666 is the devil, you might want to research protons, neutrons, and electrons to see what that 666 really is about and what it really do. Because all of that is to keep you away from tapping into the deeper, more powerful, profound version of you. You know, that's really what it boils down to, tribe. So I say all that to say, you ain't gonna, they can't stop it. What the lock say? We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna.
Yeah, we got to keep restarting. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And I'm glad you shared what you said too with the water, because I remember when I very first started really tapping in and getting connected with like my prayers and like praying over water, right? That was like one of my things. And so I remember even like I think even I had an apartment, I used to go outside and I had my little bowl, not like this, but you know, the little clear little glass, little small little saucer glass of water, whatever. I would go out there and I would pray over my water, right? So I would pray over my water, I would give all my prayers, and then of course I would, you know, drop my 3 dashes of my 3 drops, you know, for the ancestors, and then I would drink the rest. And when I tell you I'm not exaggerating, I would have to say, I mean, I would say a strong 85 to 90, 92, 93, 94% of the time, the wind would start blowing. You know what I'm saying? Like every single time when I used to say my prayers outside like that, the wind would start blowing. And I'm like, yo, I didn't realize back then what was happening, the activations. I didn't realize, you know what I'm saying, the tapping in and the communications and, you know, all the different things that was taking place simultaneously by activating the power of water.
That's right.
So what can we do collectively? Because I remember you had either a year or two ago, you had like not a challenge, but like a collective, I think it was like a prayer or something, right? Or offering or something, feeding of the earth or something of that nature.
Yeah, we did.
Right?
We do that every year.
When do y'all do that? When y'all do that?
We usually do it like springtime.
Okay.
We try to do it springtime when it get, but we do we feed the earth. Yeah.
What you think about doing something collectively for September? Because this is something that spilled over from the private community, but we had some very powerful calls over the last 12, 13 days too, man. So shout out to the Patreon members for showing up and showing out every day. But we had a call with my Yeye on Wednesday, and phenomenal call. And she was saying that we got to really like start to pay attention and level up to get prepared for September, because it's going to really, the issues already hitting, the issues already swinging and flaring from the fans, but it's going to get ratcheted up even more in September. And I believe that because if you think about it, it's the 9th month of the year, and then the Odu of the year, Osameji. That's that's transformation, that's disruption, that's catastrophe. It's, what I'm saying, there's so many different elements that go into that. So what do you think about maybe doing like a collective feeding of the earth, or maybe like a collective meditation, or something where we could do in the mass? And because I know there's power in numbers, there's strength in numbers and power in numbers, especially spiritually. There's so many different case studies that show how groups of people come together and do connected or guided meditations together, and they can reduce the crime rate. They can reduce, natural disaster. Like, just so many different things we could do when we do it collectively. So what do you feel like would be something that we can do collectively to usher in a divine, aligned energy for us going into September, when we can actually channel and activate the positive aspects of the power of the Osai Meiji Odu, especially with you being a daughter of the mothers, and
one of the things I got going, I'm gonna see how it turns out. But we're calling on all races to feed their ancestors. So it don't matter if they're Chinese, Indian. So we're trying to get that done collectively on August 28th, right? So we're asking everybody. I don't care what race you are, except for the ones who believe in Christianity. But the ones who, you got the Chinese, the Mexicans, the Indians that worship their ancestors, right? So we're calling on every racist to offer their ancestors, no matter where you are, who you are, offer your ancestors on that date on August 28th. That's something collectively we're doing. Now for September, we can probably do the earth feeding again. Probably do the earth feeding again. We're going to need it because
yes, there's a lot coming.
a lot is coming with the weather.
Yes.
I see a lot of flooding. Like I said, hurricanes. There's a lot of cleansing that has to take place. So we're going to see a lot of weather catastrophe September on. Yeah.
And a lot of it's man-made. Some of it's man-made, some of it's real. Because they definitely have the ability to manipulate the weather, whether it's CERN, HARP, all those different weather modification programs that they do. They ratcheting it up, creating a lot of it, but a lot of it's real too. And see, that goes right back to with the extraterrestrials. Like, the whole reason why AI has been divvied out to the public, not only to eliminate the jobs and for them to try to literally create slaves of humanity. And that's where we do have to look at it from an interdimensional, introspective perspective, because it is deeper than black and white. Like, white people going through the same shit, and trust and believe they ready to knock things over too. But there's a select group, a demographic, that's trying to create the chaos and the division to keep the unification, because they know once that happens, it really is a wrap. But either way it goes, it's still a wrap. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
I was gonna say, we do need to make that clear, because there's some white people that ain't down for that, and I will say that, because some white people ain't. So it's not all. It's the collective. Let's make that clear. Cause I'm not gonna be like, oh, because I got white friends. I got white family.
I got families. I got friends of all races.
Right. I got friends of all races, but I got families that's white, cousins that's white. They look more white than black, and than anything, their father's white. So my thing is, it's not. Well, let's not put all, because let's also put it out there. We got our own black people that's involved with doing bad stuff too. So
that's my point.
Yeah, so I'm like, with them, I'll put their goddamn heads. You ought to be ashamed of yourself if you're a part of that shit. But
yes, sir.
The whole truth of the matter is that there is a war. There's a war between man and weather. Okay. Now, like you said, we have CERN with our heart, but let's understand this clearly. Man's not gonna win this war. I see it. They making it bad for us. They're pissing me off. I want to go kick their behind, because, like, stop doing what you're doing, because you're causing nature to get mad. And when she gets mad, we all gotta suffer, because she's fighting back. Y'all see the sun is fighting back, right? Y'all trying to not make it hot, and the sun is saying, okay, I got something for your asses. right? You're trying to do stuff to manipulate. You don't want it to flood, but it's going to flood because you keep digging in her womb. So it's a war between man and nature. But I promise you, man, and it's been shown to you over and over again that man is going to lose the war. They can bring tsunamis. Nature, mother could bring tsunamis. Ain't nothing you could do about it. She could put your whole goddamn city underwater. So go ahead and keep playing with nature. They're also doing little things like causing earthquakes, right? They had a mudslide over in Africa, and I think it was in the Congo the other day. That's not a coincidence. Why is there a mudslide where the gold is being dug at? Right? They're doing little slick stuff like that. Or you causing an earthquake over in Venezuela because you want their oil. Right? Well, they're doing slick stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But mother's getting ready to teach them a lesson.
Mm.
Don't say I didn't tell you. So she's about to bring her wrath, and they're going to see. They're going to see. You keep playing around. You caused the earthquake in Venezuela, and then you got an earthquake in Colombia.
Yep.
That's man-made.
Yeah. Just like the one in Haiti.
Oh, well, I predict, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but I predicted that, and I forgot I predicted it because I think it was one of the pills who called me. It was Blue Pill and said, Nicky, you forgot you said there was going to be an earthquake in Haiti?
I remember you talking about that.
I forgot all about it. Right.
Well, hell, you done predicted so many things on this show like that has came to fruition, and we got audience members that remember several of them things that you predicted. Matter of fact, the White House thing. You remember the White House thing?
Yeah.
And then they had the shooting. They had the attempted shooting. They had the birds, the mothers that came over. You know what I'm saying, with the flock of black ravens and crows and all. So yeah.
But what's crazy though is that I already know they're going to be punished. So there is a war between man and nature, but man is doing it because of their greed. Right?
Mankind,
now, there's an African proverb in the Bible, which people don't know is an African proverb. The rich shall be poor and the poor shall be rich.
Yep.
I don't know what scripture it is, but I heard it.
Mm-hmm. Just like the first shall be last, the last shall be first.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're doing, you think you're bad causing these earthquakes over here because you want the oil. I don't know what they want out of Colombia, but I believe they might have found some stuff in Colombia too. Mm-hmm. Okay. But then you cause a mudslide in Africa where all them people, 100 people died because they were mining gold. That's not a coincidence because y'all want to control that too. But because they're so greedy under this patriarchal system, they're about to cause problems, and we're going to have a lot of problems. And the problems is going to come when mother's going to fight back. They think it's hot now. This is still August. You're going to have weather. You ain't going to know winter from summer. You're going to have weather where it's going to be hot in November. It might be 100 degrees in November. Mm-hmm. Right? Then we're going to have a very cold winter this winter. I do see snowstorms this winter. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, part of this is man, and part of this is nature. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, nature is not going to play with man no more. Mm. Nature's not playing with man no more. Mm. Because we are in an age of transformation. Everything is transforming, including the planets up in the universe, galaxy, including the species on this planet. Everything is transforming. And man, the patriarchal man that's greedy, thinks they're invincible. Some of them are aliens. Aliens are transforming too. Mm-hmm. Don't get it confused. The Draconians are going through a transformation too.
Oh, yeah.
Every species is going through a transformation.
Well, that's where the underground bunkers and all that come into play. You know, they got away with it for a while, being, using skin suits and all these, and the shape shifting and all that to come, on the surface. But they can't survive on the surface. And that was back before the sun started doing what the sun is doing. But now, with what the sun is doing with these solar flares and the Schumann resonance spiking all over the place, that's literally to create to disintegrate these goddamn snake devil draconian bastards. So that's what it is. So they're trying to create. Well, they already had underground cities and caverns and all that stuff, but they're trying to, 10x it now because they know they're not going to be on the surface. And really what it boils down to, they're trying to ratchet it up and mess up the planet to the best of their ability, just like a little punk-ass kid to get beaten playing ball, and it was his ball. So now because he can't play, he want to take the ball and ruin everybody else's day. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to mess up the planet because they got to get their punk asses off and out of here. So they want to ratchet it up as bad as they can, so nobody else, you know what I'm saying, can enjoy the paradise that we're gonna have without them bastards here. So that's why they're fucking with the water, the air, you know what I'm saying, the elements, the storms, the, you know, all that. They try to ratchet it up because they know they're up out of here. So that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, well, they can do that, but see, they can try all they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Mother shows you all the time who's the boss.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She shows you who the boss. You know, y'all don't believe me? Go on YouTube and go Google tsunamis in Japan, China, because they out of history they had the most.
Mm-hmm.
And watch how them water takes the whole goddamn city down.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me who got the real power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who got the real power? So let
Yeah.
them keep playing if they want to. They don't stop. And the Draconians can't deal with the heat. You know that.
No.
They can't deal with that sun.
Yeah. And that's why they're doing what they're doing. That's why they're messing with the water. That's why they're messing with, you know, trying to do all those underground bunkers and all that stuff. Because most of the people y'all see, especially those who are in so-called delete status, I'm gonna say delete with the D, not E. The delete status, like, they're not humanoid. They would not have risen or been chosen to be in the positions that they're in if they was of humanoid descent. That's why they are where they are, because they are of, most of them, reptilian descent. You know what I'm saying? They are reptoids. They are not of human species, like, straight up. So that's how they get into the position that they're in. And unfortunately, a lot of people in the entertainment industry, a lot of people politics, a lot of people in, you know what I'm saying, sports, like anything that has to do with mainstream media and masses, most likely they're not human. And if they were human, they either are a clone or they have been, you know, what do you call it? Possessed, you know what I'm saying, and taken over. Like, what's that thing called when you see the people that have like one black eye? And it's a lot of different people that's had that ritual done to them too. That ritual is when you sell your soul and your soul's been snatched out. And that's a way of, you know what I'm saying, showing to the world the signs of you being pretty much taken over by dark forces. So it's a lot. It's a lot, family. It's a lot going on out there, man, for real. Whole lot. But I wanted to ask you something, I hope he's still on the stream.
I'm here.
I started. Brother Cosmic Key, you still with us, bro? If you are, I would love to if you could let me know in the comments, because he put a comment up that I wanted to contest. If you're still here. If you're still here, family, drop a note in the comments for me. But I'm gonna share the comment anyway, because I know how, you know. So right here, Brother Cosmic Key said, I got told twice recently, ancestors is demonic. We all die, so it ends there. LOL. I know I'm on the right track. So I'm hoping he's still here. So if you're still here, Cosmic Key, let me know, man. Holla at me. Let me know you're still here, because I want to do something with you.
Wait a minute. Did he say what? He said he was told twice.
Well, this is, I feel like, so this is the comment. He said, I got told twice recently, ancestors is demonic. We all die, so it ends there. Question mark. But then he said, LOL, I know I'm on the right track. So I'm thinking that people are telling him that, you know, because that's what their belief system is. But because he's tapped in and tuned into this channel, this episode right here with the stream, he like, I feel like, if I'm reading the energy in the comment correctly, okay, he's still here. Yeah, he's saying that you know, he don't agree with that. So my thing is, brother, if you had somebody who transitioned that you were close to, please let me know, because I know we got somebody.
Ask him if there was demonic.
Well, that not even that. I'm gonna ask you to tap in with one of his ancestors, so that way we know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who told you it's demonic, have them prove that to you, because we can prove to you communicating with the ancestors is real. We got receipts. So you know.
I want to say this to him. First, let me say this. First of all, you were your ancestors, and your ancestors, you share their DNA. Don't forget it. So you are your ancestor. Second of all, I see an older man that walks with you, Cosmic. And this older man is like a caramel complexion, maybe a lighter brown skin. He got a small afro. He's kind of tall. Kind of funny, too. Who's that older man that's around you? Because what I was going to say, he don't seem demonic to me. He seems like a funny man. And I keep picking up a grandfather that's around you, Cosmic. Okay? And he is not a demon at all. He's real. That's your grandfather. I don't know if it's a great grandfather, but it's a grandfather. And he's standing on your left side, and he stays with you too. Who is it? And I'm gonna tell you. Okay.
No, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was asking him to let us know in the comments.
Well, let us know.
Like that is.
So anybody who tells you that, ask him. Say, okay, if my ancestors demonic, was my grandmother demonic? Because my grandmother died, she wasn't demonic.
Right. That part. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully,
I don't like when people say that. And then think about it, they're trying to go back to the Bible or Christianity, but even Jesus had ancestors. So they can't even use the Bible, because if you go back and read your Bible, it will say Jesus had ancestors too. Let's not take it there. People want to try to, and you know who tells you that a lot? Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness like to say that.
Yeah.
Trust me, my brothers and sisters are Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, I got some in my family.
Yeah.
They got it's definitely a different spiritual practices. You know, they got a different spiritual practice for sure.
Oh yeah, they got a real different, and I trust me, I studied theology so I can come back and challenge them. Not just Jehovah's Witness Christianity. Yeah. I challenged the Jehovah's Witness, I challenged, and I did that because they used to always challenge us. You're a witch. No, I'm not a witch. I'm a witch because I got power to be able to say stuff when it happened. I'm a witch because I can, heal somebody that needs healing. I'm a witch. You know, they used to start trouble all the time. So that's why I studied theology, just so I could learn the Bible, so I can come back and use it against their asses. Prophets like to say, well, you see, what your message is coming from the devil. No, your goddamn messages are coming from the devil. Don't tell me that.
Right. I know that's right.
You'll tell me that.
Say it with your chest on this look.
I'm serious. They always used to come on my radio show and start trouble.
Well, that's like the trolls that be come around here. I ain't seen them too much lately, but they definitely be trying it though.
And now and back to his, ask him if he knows his grandfather.
I'm texting him right now because he said he had a brother that passed away 10 years ago, but I'm wondering if I'm asking now if he can see who, if that's who you describe. Cosmic Key, if you could let me know if that.
No, this is the older man. Now his brother, I do see a brown skinned young man that's around him. I don't know if he used to have locks or something in his hair, may have cut it, but I do see a younger man that's around him. He's on the right side of him.
Yeah, let us know in the comments when you can, brother. Cosmic Key, we definitely want to, get some follow-up correspondence with you. But in the meantime, hopefully he responds back to the grandfather of the brother. But this is a good comment. I love this question, Nikivia. So Nikivia Dunn 4250 says, do loved ones who didn't like you when they were here in life, would they protect you when they cross over? My grandmother hated me my whole life.
Oh, wow. I don't like to hear that.
And that goes back to trauma. Like there was something within her that was hurt, because hurt people hurt people. So she probably dealt with some sort of really deep rooted trauma that she was projecting outwards. What you think?
Now I want to ask her the question, why do you think she hated you? I do see that. Well, let me just say this. When they become an ancestor, remember they're perfect beings now. Okay? You can use that same grandmother to protect and help you. Okay? Remember, we come back to this experience in life. We come for, to learn, right? You come in this physical body. But once your soul leaves this body, it's not the same thing. It's it's 100% pure. Okay? Only people that occupy the human body, when we come back for an experience. Once we leave this, we're not even conscious of this experience no more. You don't have no memory of this experience. Okay? When you become an ancestor. However, you have access to that consciousness in the ancestral realm, right? Whereas you can call upon your ancestors to help you and assist, because they do have experience here, right? But it's not the same. I can't even explain what I'm seeing, but it's not the same as if you were here and you was conscious of what you were doing. Okay. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's hard to. It's sort of like once you become that energy again, because remember your soul is energy. Okay. It's a different type of energy. Once you go back to the realms, when you get to the realms, that's when you begin to take on um the energy in the realms of knowing what's going on down here on this third dimension. That's how, if I can put it that way. Right? So when you get to your different realms, you have access to the archaic records. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Get out of there. Yeah. So when you get to the different realms, but as your soul, as that energy's traveling, you ain't thinking about what's going on in this physical body. Traveling through the cosmos, traveling through the realms. Okay. So just know that your grandmother she's not the same being. She's not. And you can call upon her to protect you. You can call upon her to download things into your DNA. Okay. So utilize your grandmother to help you now. But again, the question to you is, why do you think she hated you? I want to know. Why do you think your grandmother hated you?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from Brother Cosmic Key. He did say this. He said that grandfather's in the ancestral plane too, a few years before. I'm assuming a few years before his brother. Okay, here you go. Hold on. He said, I know my granddad had the Jesus with locks poster, but my brother did smoke a lot of trees. But are those the like the way she described them, brother? Is that like can you identify your ancestors as how Wunam just described them, or pretty much made them out to you from what she's able to see in the spiritual realm? Does the identities match based off of how she explained who she's seeing behind you on your left and right side in regards to I believe it was your grandfather and your brother?
Right.
I'm just
His
curious.
grandfather was on the left side. His brother's on his right. His brother he's still not believing that he's gone. His brother was not ready to go. He wasn't ready to go. Ask
That
him what
sucks.
happened to his brother. Did
Well, I
he get
know he
shot
said
or something? What happened to your brother? What happened to him? Was he sick or did he get shot? I don't know. I keep seeing more like shot. I don't know. What happened to your brother?
I'm not sure, but I know he did say earlier. He said before my brother passed 10 years next year, he claimed that he was spiritual right before he transitioned, and that
He
might,
was.
yeah, and that might have something to do with why he might not be happy to be on the other side.
He's
He might
not. He's not
feel like he
happy.
has more work to do here.
Yeah, he wants to. He's still. Your brother is still like roaming. He's roaming. Okay. Yeah, he's not happy to be gone.
He said he had a heart attack. Wow, the day after his birthday.
So
That's
it was
crazy.
health. Okay, so it was health. Okay. All right.
And then Nikivia came back. She said that to I guess like to paint the picture or to answer the question as to what you said in regards to why she felt like her grandmother hated her. She said because she tried to unalive her when
to answer the question.
oh boy, here we go with the foolishness. She said that the grandmother tried to unalive her when her mother was carrying her when she was pregnant, and then also she splashed hot cooking oil in her face when she was 7, and then she constantly called her ugly and dark. That's crazy.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Oh no.
That
Oh
sounds
no.
like some possession
Oh
type
no.
stuff.
Yeah, like she
Yeah,
was possessed. But I mean, hold on, wait a minute. So
because
she
that's a
tried to
deep, deep.
unalive you while you was in your mother's womb, right? And then she poured
Splash hot grease on her when she was
hot
7.
grease on your face. What's wrong with her? That's how she was possessed, like he
I think
said.
she was, yeah.
She must have been, but no. Now, if she was in her mother's womb, she had to be possessed for 7 goddamn years.
Well, I mean, some demons hang around people for a while or in people for a while, though, right?
Yeah, you ain't never.
No, I'm not even trying to be funny
God
because I'm
damn.
like, yeah, because think about it. If they got a host that's not getting any assistance, any help, any, what I'm saying, exorcisms and nothing to, what I mean, to remove them, I ain't gonna front. I feel like, I don't know, I ain't been around nobody for 7 years that I felt like was possessed or had demons in them, but I definitely done seen some mother lovers that I definitely feel like they had some company within them, some dark company. So I mean that's more in your lane than mine, because
your grandmother, it wasn't towards you. I'm gonna tell you like this. She hated a lot of people, okay? I see your mom, she was mad at your mother too, okay? So it wasn't just you. She said you was too dark. She had a problem with other people too. It was a her problem. It really wasn't a you problem, okay? So don't feel like she hated you. That was the demon within your grandmother's soul. And a lot of times when you get that type of energy from a person, she knew you was going to be special. And I like to say like this: you was God and she was the devil. So God hated the devil hated the God that was coming into this world. So because she had the devil in her, her ass wanted you gone because she knew that you had power. So that's why she was doing the evil stuff that she was doing to you. But again, it wasn't just geared towards you. She was just evil anyway. Okay. But just know that that was the problem. She knew that there was a God coming through her daughter's womb. And because that God was coming through, she knew that you would be able to destroy her. That was the problem. That's what I see. That's ridiculous.
And she does have power too. I actually spoke to her, and I know she has. You got to come to those Patreons, Nicky. I post the links in the YouTube community too, because trust me, it's different from the channel. You just got to experience it to know. But trust me when I tell you, you got to come through, because you're not the only person who deals with tough things, dark things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where the power is with us as a group, as a collective. We're there to build. We're there to pick each other up, pull each other up, push each other forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we do that collectively. So I'm telling you, like, it definitely helps. You know what I mean? Being around like-minded people, especially somebody with the gifts and the power that you have, because I know what you're working with. You're working with some ish, like for real, for real. So, and I feel like everything that Wunam just said, that to me, I know for a fact you spot on, because I actually spoke with her, and she has, not only does she have gifts, she's powerful, and her gifts are powerful. So it's like, and people hate. And it ain't gotta be family. Like, me and somebody else was just talking about this today on a consultation call, about how people hate to see bright lights. People hate to see success. People hate to see winners. And you know what? F them people. You know what Pac said? Mother effers gonna hate you for whatever you do. So you just keep doing what you do and give them something to eat. Feed them. That's what I do. I love them. I'm serious too. I wake up every day. How can I make these motherfuckers more
We're supposed
mad?
to
How
put
can I
that
win
video
today?
up too. We forgot about
Well,
that.
let's get to it right now,
All
because
right, let's
look,
get to the
that's
video.
divine time.
Now,
But Pop said they're gonna hate you for whatever you do. So
that's
listen, wake up every day and give them something to eat.
So while you putting that up, the story I was watching, and I never seen this video before. It's the first time I'm seeing it, y'all. And you know, I've always loved Tupac. He was I'm gonna say one of my favorite rappers. Him and Biggie and Nas, them three right there were my favorite rapper. But I never seen this video where he was going in. He was on an all-white panel, and he was going in. He was the only black one sitting down there. I was so proud of my little brother. I said, well, he might be my age, and I think Pac was my age. So, yeah, I think Pac was my age. What year was he born?
Born in 71, June 16th, 1971. Mama gave birth to a hell-raising heavenly son. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, see, so he was a year younger than me. I was born in 70. So he was on that age when he was little, the Black Panther, because my mother and father was into the Black Panther movement too. And some of the things he said today, when I seen him talk to these Caucasian people on that stage,
He'd be right behind me every time I'm out here.
Yeah, my brother's still alive. He ain't dead. Everybody thought he died, but Spirit showed me he was not in the ancestral realm. Now, I'm gonna leave that for another show. But anyway, it's like Michael Jackson. He ain't gone either. Didn't find him in the ancestral realm either. Anyway,
I saw something online with a dude on a bus or a train or something. It looked just like him. If anybody else and y'all seen that video surfacing online, family, please put it in the comments. But I mean, he looked just like Mike. I was like, yo,
I seen it. I seen it.
He
looked just like him. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised on that one either, because it looked just like him.
I didn't find none of them in the ancestral realm. But anyway, you got the video?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
so then we can elaborate on it after.
Okay, so I'll pull us off and put it up real quick.
Yeah.
It's called Soldier Story. And it wasn't about killing cops at all. That's just what the media took, because you know they're going to take what they want. It was about somebody who was so scared of police brutality that he panicked when they pulled him over. They didn't talk about none of that. They just took what they wanted.
The media generally has portrayed Tupac in basically a negative light.
Your song, I Don't Give an F.
I start the song out sitting in a paddy wagon and the cops are bragging about beating up another brother.
What that shows is what the media on any day is able to show you about anyone's life. And in reality, people live their life on a day-to-day basis.
So I feel like my job is to tell a story, the whole story, and I can't censor it. Whatever you say, censor it or making it right, it's still censoring it. You know, we all got to have the knowledge of what's going on, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so you don't advocate cop killing?
Not at all. I don't advocate violence in any way.
I'm just curious as to whether the song that he was listening to had anything to do with cop killing, or...
No, I just said I don't write songs about cop killing.
But it did have the lyrics
don't
in
6
there.
of the songs on your album mention cop killing?
No.
Oh, that's not true.
No. All my songs
not
talk about
true.
police brutality and self-defense. Now, that's something different.
If we're going to talk about police, this man over here is in a really rough area, and he puts his life on the line every day.
I got so much respect for him for that, but look, we have to live in the same neighborhoods without bulletproof vests, without backup, without walkie-talkies, without guns, without tear gas, without pepper spray, without batons. So now we have to fix the problem.
Pac knew that media is a machine that you either work with it or against, so he worked with it.
These people don't see it every day.
No, but what I would like to see is for children in our country to have a better future than what you guys have. And that's not going to happen when he's repressing his generation and his people by saying they have no hope.
What do you know about my people?
I know a lot about your
What do you know
people.
about my Just because you do charity, give money, wipe the guilt away, does not mean you know about the young black man of today's society.
What would you say is the answer to that? Violence?
No, it's making music. It's what I'm doing now. It sparks dialogue, and that's how laws get made. That's how change get made.
You see how he did them people?
It's funny to me. Yeah, you know, that's like having a butter knife to a machete. You can't. Come on, man. Come on.
Right.
Like that boy, he was being groomed and sharpened to be a machete in the womb, literally.
Right.
And then you try to come up there with that bullshit, man. Come on.
But you see how all the white people, she's going to tell you, I know about your people. You don't know shit about our people. Shut the hell up. You don't know nothing about our people. Right? And then he came back at the boy. He said, you imagine having to live in a hood where that goes on, where you have no, no bulletproof vest, none of that. You see what I'm saying? He got all their asses back. I was so happy, but I was up there clapping. I was like, that's right. Tell him. Tell him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And and it still goes on, because I dealt with that when I was in Toastmasters. And it was hilarious to me because they was looking at me the same way they was looking at Pop, because I had locks, long locks before I cut them, for the ceremony and all that. And then, of course, I would come in after work, so I'm in my uniform. So they're looking at me like I'm a bummy, dirty ass truck driver or something. Like I can't, I shouldn't be in there. Like literally, they was looking at me with judging eyes, like, what the hell is he doing in here? You know what I'm saying? Because I look like the quote unquote prototype, typical thug hood nigga to them. You know what I mean? So it was so funny to me though, because I'm sitting up there and I'm just looking at all of them. I'm like, yep, you can look all you want, but I promise you, when we get up there and take that mic, not damn one of y'all can't touch me with that mic. So come on up and get you some. You know what I'm saying? It was funny because afterwards, a lot of them would change their perspective after I got up and spoke. But it's like, I could tell the judging eyes, the racist eyes, you know what I'm saying? All these prejudiced thoughts and pretty much undressing me, trying to look at me as if, what are you doing in here? You don't belong here. Like, it's crazy. And it's still happening. So yeah.
I don't, you know what? And that's why, and with energy, with places like that, you walk with your head held up, and you walk like you're a goddamn king. I'm telling y'all like this. I walk around like that now. I walk in the grocery store. I walk like I'm a queen, and I'm not holding the door for you. You're not gonna walk in front of me. We're not doing none of that because I know who I am. So the thing about it is, we gotta understand. See, they continue to do that to this day. Yeah. Right. You can do that. You can do all you want to do. Yeah. You understand?
If
you see how she's up there like she thinks she knows. You don't know a goddamn thing. You don't live in the goddamn hood. You know what I mean? And then you know that the police is beaten, and like he said, police brutality. That brother was scared. So he's not advocating to kill cops. He's saying, you understand what he said?
Protect yourself.
protect yourself,
by
right?
any means and all means necessary. And this part ain't funny, but I think it's pretty cool, because he did shoot 2 cops and got off because they were at fault. They were wrong in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he popped 2 cops in Atlanta.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, look it up. He popped
But
2
they
cops.
beat him. Didn't they beat him though?
Well, they was beating up another brother. They was beating up a brother for no reason. And so when he saw it, he got pissed off. And so, you got to watch the documentary. He has a dope documentary on, I think it's on Tubi. Is it not Tubi? What's the other one? Dang it. What's the other one? It's a smaller platform. Hulu. It's on Hulu. Very powerful documentary on Hulu. And it gave a lot of deep backstories about him. You know what I'm saying? That I never knew that. Mind you, I've been researching Pop since I was like maybe 14, man. Like, anything I can get my hands on, every album, every magazine article, anything that, every movie he ever, like anything that had something to do with Pop, I was on it. And so when I saw that documentary, it taught me a lot of things that I didn't know about him. But they spoke in depth about the shooting. And so what it was is they was in Atlanta, and him and his crew was leaving. I don't know if they was leaving the club, but they was leaving somewhere. And these 2 white cops was beating up this brother for no reason. And Pop was like, he ain't like it. So he's like, man, give me my pistol. One of his cousins had his pistol. He's like, nah, man, nah. He's like, nah, man, give me my effing pistol. So he said he snatched the pistol, blasted both of them. And he got away with it. I mean, I got away with it. He was never like convicted. I don't even think he caught no charges for that. But yeah, he popped 2 cops in Atlanta. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, yeah,
I you know what? I might think I remember something like that. But see, the thing about it is that what are you supposed? I mean, let's get this straight. There's some good cops and there's some bad cops.
Right.
Sort of like there's evil people. There's some evil people and there's some bad people, right? But there's more brutality that goes on than not. And what's sad about it? What's sad about it is that you really don't want to put all of them in the same category, but like what's going on now with the lynchings? Some people are saying it's the doing of the cops. That's lynching people. I mean, they're hanging people. At this point, it's like nothing really has changed, with the exception of the fact that Generation Z is not having it. But over here, they're still doing little sneaky stuff like that. Right? But see, the difference nowadays, he ain't got to do that because the energy's changed to the point where they're getting their karma right away. Right away. If y'all notice, they're getting their karma right away.
Instantly.
Right? No more. No more. Yeah. You can't get away with beating up somebody, and see, what they want to do is they put all this shit on YouTube and TikTok and all these beating stuff like that. They're not going to show you some of that stuff they do to their own people too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they do it on people. But
we can't see you, Wunam. I don't know what's going on.
I'm here.
It's black. See this? Now, see this the same. This the same stuff they did with Patai, man. This is crazy. Can you go out and come back in? Because it literally is just a black. It's just black. A black screen. That's crazy, bro. Oh man. All right, family. We're gonna keep working through. We ain't gonna let them stop the call. We ain't having it, not tonight. So what I'm gonna do, family, while we get Wunam to go out and come back in, I'm gonna share with y'all the story of okay, here we go. Okay. All right, now we see you. Yeah, this is literally the same thing, like the same exact thing they did with Patel.
I'm back. Can you see me?
So at this point, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wow.
Now I can't hear you on this side.
One moment. This
I can hear you on my living room TV.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing in the. I'll be right back. I'm gonna come right back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Can you hear me now?
No, I can hear you all the way in the living room.
Yeah, this is.
Let me see. It could be my phone. I don't know. Let me get back out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is crazy, y'all. Like, this is nuts. This is the same thing that happened with Bubba Potato. Like, we went through the same thing. I appreciate y'all patience, family. And what I'm gonna do too, while she comes back in, I'm gonna go ahead and share the story of like the situation with Pop. So I was able to do a little quick research deep dive to pull up the info. So in 1993, rapper Tupac Shakur was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated. Okay, hold on, let me get one back in here.
Okay, I can hear
Okay,
you.
you can hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. And then while you was coming back in, I was just telling them I found the some quick research material for what happened with Pac. So hold on, I'm gonna share this real quick. All right, so in 1993, rapper Tupac Shakur was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault for shooting 2 off-duty suburban Atlanta police officers, brothers Mark and Scott Whitewell. Whitewell,
Exactly. Exactly.
in Atlanta, Georgia. The charges against Shakur were later dropped after it was revealed the intoxicated officers were carrying unauthorized weapons. The confrontation happened on October 31st, 1993. Pac intervened in what he believed was harassment of a black motorist by 2 men who were in civilian clothes. The shooting and altercation ensued, and shots were fired, resulting in both off-duty officers sustaining non-fatal wounds, 1 in the leg and 1 in the buttocks. Shakur was arrested shortly afterwards at his hotel and released on bond. The resolution compromised officers' legal proceedings shifted when the investigation revealed that the off-duty officers had been drinking or in possession of guns that had been improperly taken from police evidence locker. So, with that being said, with it being taken from the police evidence locker, the case was dismissed. The cops were facing scrutiny over their conduct and false statements. The case against the officers was unraveled and leading to the charges against Tupac being dropped. And you know what Spirit is sharing with me, or what I feel right now? They took those guns from evidence because they wanted to go out there and do some dirty work. You know what I'm saying?
With
and
the guns,
they get rid of it, and they didn't want to have their actual police. You know what I'm saying? What do you call it? Dang it, what is it called? The guns that's assigned to them, they're assigned weapons. They didn't want their assigned weapons because, you know what I'm saying, it has the serial number that comes back to their badge number, whatever. But because they wanted to go out there and do dirty work, and you know what I'm saying, they got something that they stole from the evidence locker to go out there and try to do some malicious, nefarious-ish, and look how it literally came back and bit them in the ass. You see how that karma came back and got them? Oh, man. Look at God. Look at God. Yes, sir.
See, and the thing about it, that's the problem. They're bullies. We talked about bullies, yo. We don't like bullies. We don't like, people look to beat up on people because you have the authority to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell y'all, like since this is their karma. These young boys don't give a goddamn.
Yeah.
They are not caring, and that's why I said this Generation Z, they don't care. They don't care. So they better stop. But yeah, he was right there. But we still see that. But you're not seeing as many because there's phones now, so people can record. You know what I mean? That's why they want to go hang people while nobody can record and try to do it somewhere sneaky. But they're gonna be punished for those things too. Y'all see?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, they're going ham in the comments too. But yeah, it's a real
thing.
Saying
in the comments, what they saying?
Just pretty much collaborating with what we're saying, like just dialoguing, but agreeing, and everything pretty much that we're talking about. But and I know it's getting late now, so we're ready to close it out. But I wanted to share, I wanted to co-sign what you said in regards to how you walk and how you move, right? So everything you said about how you walk, when you walk like a queen and walk like a guy, that's real. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier about like with nature, with connecting with nature and the lightning bolts. That's real. You have to know it though. You have to live it. You got to breathe it. You have to know who and what you are unapologetically. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like the more I'm in an environment where the animosity, the hate, the racism, the prejudiceness, whatever it is, the more I raise that energy up. You know what I'm saying? To let them know, or whoever that is that's in there that's with that, you know, the BS. Like, okay, yeah, well, you could think that, but motherfucker, I'm not alone. I am not alone, never have been, never will be. And I know for a fact the energy and the forces that walk with me. And I also know the ones that are within me. So when you move, and you move with a sense of authority, you move with a sense of sovereignty, you move with a sense of putting on display your child of godness, can't nothing come against that. Nothing. I don't care where you are, what you up against. If you move when you move in that essence as if you put your child of godness on display, there's nothing that can mess with that. It can't rock with it yesterday, today, or tomorrow. But you have to move with it. You got to be unapologetic with it. You got to know I am the child of the universal prime creator, and I can activate and invoke that same power of that same universal prime creator by any and all means necessary. Period.
That's right. But not only walk with it, talk it too.
Yes.
I talk with authority. You're not going to talk to me anyway. You're going to respect me, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, you know, and I even notice, and it's really sad. Where I live at, where I live at is pretty much international. But you still have your set of Caucasians who think you're supposed to move out the way for them. And this is real, y'all. You're supposed to walk this way. You're supposed to open the door. I don't do that. I don't do shit. No. You open the door for me, goddamn. How about that? Open the door for me. And I'm telling y'all, it's real. They do that a lot here.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to let them go first. No, I'm not letting you go first. Only way I'll do that is if it's an old woman. I don't play when it comes. I don't care if she's white, black, Chinese. I'm always going to respect elders. So if it's an older white woman, I will open the door for her. I'll do that. But anybody younger, no, I'm not moving for you. You move for me. Walk with your head held up high. Speak with authority. I'm not, oh, yes, ma'am. No, because who? Why? Because you Caucasian? No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. I'm going to speak with authority. I'm going to walk with authority. And I'm going to make sure you understand the queen that I am. Okay? And even when you're speaking with white Caucasian men, they think you're supposed to be a certain. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to talk to you just like this, like I'm talking to y'all. And I'm going to look you dead in your eyes, too. Because they don't know while they're speaking, I'm reading their goddamn souls. Right? And a lot of times they fear people like that. They fear you when you walk like that, when you talk like that. My thing is, don't fear me, respect me. Respect me and I respect you, but you're not going to think that you're more superior than I, because you're not. Because if I chant one word on you, I can have you drop right now. How about that? When you want to sit up here and be racist and do the things that you do and act like you're better than somebody and superior than somebody, just know the power that we have. So talk like it, walk like it, and make sure you understand who you are and what you represent on this planet. Okay?
They got you black again.
Make you feel different. Huh?
I said they got you black again. This is crazy, y'all. Like, for real. Like, this is nuts. Like,
really? So it turned black again?
Yeah, it's all black.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can see myself in the camera. I can see myself. Mine is not black. That's crazy.
End. Not unless it's on my end. Family, can y'all see Wunam? Because on my end it's black.
Daco, can you see me? No. It's black again? Yes. I don't know. Is this a different stream, y'all? Because it looks different than the one we usually use.
Same platform, man. Same platform. I'm telling you, like this, I don't feel like it's a coincidence at all. Yeah. It's not a coincidence. You know, it's just, you know, it's the parasites doing what parasites do. You know, trying to suck the life out of but you can't suck the life out of this. There's too much in there. You're gonna fuck around and choke. So you keep on.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share a couple of pieces of literature with y'all, family, because I'm gonna definitely keep going with this 1804 energy. So for those who are interested in learning a lot more, man, do yourself a favor and check out this book right here. Very powerful piece of work. It's called The Irritated Genie by Jacob H. Carruthers. I believe it's Dr. Jacob Carruthers. Powerful one. And then shout out to Dr. Wade Nobles. This is another powerful piece of work called The Island of Memes by Dr. Wade Nobles. Very powerful piece of work. Check this one out too, because this one really get you cooking. Understanding Jim Crow by David Pilgrim. Another powerful piece of work. just all in essence of what we're talking about today in the Ase Big Zo energy, 1804 energy, up in these Ashe streets. Shout out to Professor Baina Bello, the Sheroes of the Haitian Revolution. Very, very powerful piece of work, family. If you want to get real deep and go a lot deeper into, the energy and the Ashe of the Haitian Revolution, man, check out those pieces of work. Great, phenomenal bodies of work. So I definitely look forward to sharing a lot more with y'all on this topic at hand, especially this weekend, with it being, the anniversary of the 1804 Haitian Revolution. And then you came back and you went back out again. Well, this is nuts, man. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, now I see you. Now you're back.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I guess yeah, we're gonna make it happen again because it's and I have to tell you my workaround to deal with this crap in the future. The same way I was telling Patal I had to deal with it with him to not allow this foolishness to happen again. Because it's not a coincidence. But do you want to share anything with the tribe before we get up out of here for the night? Close this bad boy. Family, I appreciate you.
Make sure y'all embrace nature. Get ready for these storms coming through. Make sure you prepare. Okay. Lights gonna be going out. Y'all get ready for the weather. Call on the forces of nature to protect you and your family. Okay. And make sure you call on your ancestors too. That's it.
Ashe. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. No, I appreciate it, Wunam, and I definitely appreciate y'all, family. I appreciate the patience, you know what I'm saying, and working with us to work through these technical difficulties, because, like I said, y'all got to know that if it's something that, if we was on here showing twerking, if we was on here showing, you know what I'm saying, YN behavior and having Dracos and Blickies all across the screen, and, you know what I'm saying, booties popping, strippers, pop, drop, locking and all, trust and believe, it wouldn't have been a mother-loving thing wrong with this feed. Not damn one. I promise you nothing would have happened with that feed. I guarantee you. But the fact that what we talking about, it seems to be an issue with the technology. Make that make sense. So with that, I appreciate y'all, family. Appreciate the love, the support, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, all the Patreon members, all the private community members. I appreciate all the love, support, family. And united we stand, divided we fall. It ain't over till we win, and we're gonna win against all odds. So shout out to the brother Pac, 21 gun salute. Shout out to all the heroes and sheroes of the Haitian Revolution: Jean Jacques Dessalines, Toussaint Louverture, Francois Macandale, Cecilia Fatima, Dirty Bookman, the whole entire Haiti, the island of Haiti and Saint Domingue. We give nothing but love, support, gratitude to all the powerful warrior ancient ancestors be with us today as we make this transition and transformation from the Piscean to the Aquarian. Bring forth the power of the ancestors, up, rise, and make sure that we manifest the fall of our enemies and their demise. We come to you, your children of these powerful warrior priests, priestesses, gods, goddesses, kings, and queens. We give a huge shout out to all y'all. We appreciate the love and support. We come through and obliterate the scene. We out, family. Peace.
Ẹni tó gbàgbé ilé ṣàpò ìyàgbọ́, tẹ́ǹtì ẹni takísà ní tàtàn, bó bá padà sílé àní tìjà kọ, ẹja lọ pé eégún mo ṣe ní gbẹ́rẹ́ ìpàkọ́. Forsake not your ancestors and praise your